Welcome back to a new How Strong is Baki video. Today I'm covering Hanayama, the strongest Yakuza in Japan, a fan favorite character and personally my second in all of Baki. The next video in this series will most likely be on Biscuit Oliver, so when this video hits 2,000 likes, expect that in your feed. Of course, make sure you're subscribed for more Baki greatness. Let's begin. I think the word Chad describes Hanayama well. He doesn't dodge or block, and throws big wind-up punches, and I mean big wind-up punches. Possesses insane grip strength, and isn't a martial artist in the Baki series, which is pretty shocking. Being a one-man army at the age of 15, facing 50 men and defeating all of them in 30 minutes. His body alone is representing his fighting style. One of my favourite scenes about Hanayama is Musashi Miyamoto explaining what he sees from him. White, potentially nothingness. While for people like Yujiro, he sees gold reaching the heavens, Pickle he sees blinding gold, etc. But Hanayama is different to all of them. He is strong, but in a different way. Another cool thing is Yujiro saying, like himself, Hanayama was born to be strong. On that note, the author kinda didn't know what to do with him. Like with his initial introduction, had him losing against 13-year-old Baki, super high difficulty of course, and then during the maximum tournament he got done quite dirty. But then out of nowhere he got an insane buff, his own spin-off manga, and became an absolute badass in the Baki series. It was quite strange, but I'm not complaining. Now let's discuss his strength. He punched through someone to make this hole in the wall. Pretty brutal honestly. Big metal door in the way, punch, go, bing bang, bomb. The Baki Scarface manga was created so Hanayama can simply flex, and honestly, that's what we want to see. Jail cell holding Baki characters in, I hope you never thought you would see that because we're not seeing it here. Defeats this super shark underwater, rivaling, the legend Karo from Kengan. Pickle thinks Hanayama is stronger than a Triceratops. I'm on the lookout for some dinosaur scalers to compare to Baki characters for some fun. In that same scene, he was able to match a base Pickle in raw strength, which gives a pretty solid idea of where Hanayama scales at that point in the story. He's also one of the few people who has made Yujiro bleed, quite impressive considering who Yujiro is. Does decent damage to Miyamoto, and of course we had the legendary send people flying technique that most characters in Baki possess, but Hanayama is something like an expert at doing this. In that fight as well, Baki thought Musashi would be ended in the next hit from Hanayama, and we never actually got Hanayama hitting him after he said that, so it could really be the case, meaning that fight was a lot closer than a lot of people initially thought. So yeah, Hanayama almost defeated Musashi. Some extra things to include is, of course, making Spec fly, and fly far he does. Crushing a gun in a casual manner, just shaking someone's hand. Just holding onto the side of a car in quite a unique way. Very interesting. Then all his other insane grip strength things being around the top when it comes to grip strength. Being able to pretty much explode people's arms and crush people's heads with grip strength alone. Regarding his raw strength as a whole, it's safe to say Hanayama is around the top, but I do hope we get a more updated fight from him, maybe against someone like Oliver, to see where Hanayama currently sits and what Baki Do 2018 Hanayama is capable of, as his sumo fight didn't really demonstrate anything for Hanayama. Also, before moving on, many believe Hanayama doesn't train for some reason, but Yujiro states otherwise. Even though you were blessed with the title of strong, you still secretly trained. This is no longer a simple punch from a strong genius. And we even see some of his training during his Musashi Miyamoto fight. So yeah, he does train and get progressively stronger, not only due to his natural gift of being strong. As expected by the guy who doesn't block, dodge, and leaves himself as open as possible, he would have some insane durability and overall has the tank status. Let's talk about it. He takes beatings from people like Baki, Katsumi, Yujiro, Spec, T-Rex, Musashi, etc. A whole lot of other people. He just survives so many beatings throughout Baki, it's kinda insane. And now let's have a question time. Would you need kneecaps to stand up? I would like to think so, but Hanayama doesn't, I guess, so yeah, simply built different. I guess being shot by bullets like this simply don't work on Hanayama. You definitely need something a lot more powerful. So yeah, the big boy sniper like weapon does damage to Hanayama, but the only way to drop him is with a headshot. And of course he survives the headshot, like he gets dropped, but you know, he is still walking around, so yeah, quite a beast. And of course you can't forget all the cuts he survived from Musashi Miyamoto, where he was almost killed, but saved by Baki, yes, but still got the respect of Musashi Miyamoto. Now onto his speed. As we all know, doesn't block, dodge, etc, so speed doesn't really get shown too often. He did, however, almost break the sprint world record as a kid, which is pretty impressive, but we're talking about Baki characters here, so not that impressive. My dude do be chasing after a car like a mad lad, just look at Hanayama go. This includes catching up while running through concrete walls. So yeah, Hanayama really do be on that good shit. And as a whole, you can probably make arguments that he's relative to people like Musashi Miyamoto, but it's pretty clear that he isn't. But regarding most of his fights, his speed really does come into play regarding his punching speed, being able to hit a lot of people when he really wants to, but speed and Hanayama don't really go together too well. As a whole, he's someone who doesn't give a single f***. He fights like a madman, allows his opponent to land attacks for free, doesn't care about learning any martial arts, which of course limits him severely, but respectable. I wonder how strong Hanayama could become if he did some insane martial arts training. He'd probably be absolutely broken considering how powerful he is without. If for some reason everyone watching hasn't read the spin-off manga Scarface, I highly recommend it. Most of the super insane shit I talked about in this video did come from that. And yeah, I don't know what the future for Hanayama is in Baki. Hopefully he gets another cool and close fight, but we'll have to wait and see. If you haven't already, check out my other How Strong is Baki videos. I should have a pinned comment with a playlist of all of them. So yeah, check those out. I did Yujiro, Baki, Pickle, all the other top tiers. Stay tuned for Biscuit Oliver's video. Make sure to leave a like. Join the Discord if you want to talk more about Baki. Follow the Twitter for more greatness. And as always, shout out to the mad lads who support the channel via the Patreon. If you want to support as well, found in the description. But yep, that's it guys. Peace.